restaurant. We're kind of mixing American and Italian.
Right.
So we're coming up with new ways on the classic dishes.
That's fantastic.
We do lunch bowl with Brussels sprout salad with cranberries, apples, a lot of stuff that basically Italian ingredients that we get here, and we find a way to make it different.
That's fantastic. So what's your favorite thing that you make?
What's my favorite thing that I make? Right now, I don't know. It's probably the squid ink fettuccine dish that we do with a jalapeno pesto, crab, and fresh shrimp.
Oh, fantastic! That sounds great.
It's different. It's black and green. It's got funky colors, so it comes out a little different, and it looks pretty cool. It reminds me of kind of like a football uniform or something you don't see very often.
Really?
So it's a little different than what most people get at an Italian restaurant.
Yes. Well,
and it's not spicy at all. It does have a jalapeno pesto in it, but it's due to the oil in the pesto. It kind of mutes the heat. And the pine nuts kind of taper off the jalapeno, so you actually taste what a jalapeno is without getting the burn.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So it's an interesting dish, and it's tasty, and it sells very well.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a good sign.
What are you making in the class today?
We are going to make black pepper pappardelle. We're going to make regular pasta, spaghetti. We'll show you how to use the machine. We will make basil malfatti and orecchiette. That's only if you're good though, because that's not an easy pasta to make. That's not a beginner's pasta to make. That's what we do here at Spina.
Okay.
This is a fresh pasta house. We make about 9 or 10 pastas a day, everything fresh, over at a little fresh pasta bar. So you can come here and eat. And 7 or 8 o'clock, you'll see us rolling out the pasta, rolling out the sheets and the shapes, and whatever we need.
Do you ever make gluten? Do you make gluten-free pasta?
Yes, we do make gluten-free pasta.
That's a great thing.
That's a tricky one now. That's more than 2 ingredients to make. More than 2 to 3 ingredients to make gluten-free.
Yes.
We're using like 7 or 8 different ingredients now. All kinds of rice flour, quinoa flour. You use chickpea flour. You have to use cornstarch, some sort of potato starch, or even xanthan gum, which is a seaweed extract that helps it adhere together.
That's great. That's great.
There's a lot going on.
Because a lot of people, I've been finding out, a lot of celebrities have been finding out that they have their gluten problems.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my friends, actually.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. The gluten-free thing is really taken off.
Right. Why do they use gluten anyway? Do you know?
Gluten?
Yeah.
It stretches. It stretches and it holds its strength. So in the process of making the dough, you're stretching the dough, and it's getting longer, it's getting tougher, and you keep working it for, I think the amount of flour we're using today, it's going to take about 10 minutes to knead. And the whole idea behind that is you strengthen it enough so it'll hold its shape once you cut it, and it'll be elastic enough to bend and move the way you want to make it. If you want to make pappardelle, if you want to make an orecchiette, it's not magic that these things stay the shape that they are. It's because we're going to use a certain type of flour. It has a certain strength. We've worked it hard enough where it'll hold, and then that's it. And then it's got to boil. You got to boil it for 3 minutes. So now, because of the gluten, it holds its form. It stays intact. All right, we will get started. Welcome to Spina Restaurant. Welcome to our pasta class. You are, I think, our 4th week of doing this, and this is our biggest class yet. So very good. Thank you for coming. Thank you for choosing us. We're very happy to show off and tell you a little bit what we do here. The class is going to be, we're going to give you a brief history on pasta, tell you how it's made, and we're going to actually get you in there, hands-on, make it dirty, give you an apron if you want to keep clean. We're going to roll out the dough. We'll make you use the machine that we use at night to roll out the industrial size pasta machine. Very powerful. It comes with a warning, which I'll tell you about later. And that's it. So,
how long have you been with the restaurant?
I have been with the restaurant for full-time for 6 months. And for that I consulted for about 6 months, so a year.
Oh, well, it's fantastic. I can attest he's an excellent chef.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, she actually interviewed me 10 years ago at a restaurant in Midtown.
Yes.
So, it's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
All right, China.
Yes. That's what I meant, China.
China was the first country to figure out how to make pasta. They were first to mix flour in water, or flour and egg, or whatever liquid they had back then. They turnip juice, beef stock or melted beef fat, they used to, which is called beef tallow. They used to use, this was 200 years before Christ. So 200 BC, they were the first to figure out, you mix those 2 to 3 ingredients together and you come out with a clay-like substance. All it is flour and water, or flour and egg, a little bit of salt, and or you can even add, here at Spina we add flavoring like asparagus. We like asparagus to the pasta dough, and have an asparagus tint to it. You're going to make black pepper pappardelle today, which have a minor kick to it. All these pastas that we make here have a little different thing component to it, like the saffron gnocchi we make. We make a gnocchetti with saffron in it. Put it with a bolognese sauce and just a little different spin on the norm. So, all right. So back to the history. So 200 years ago in China, they figured out to make how to make all right. While this is going, we're going to get you guys started. We'll have a race. Whoever's not. Go all the way down to the bottom of the cutting board. Have you ever made fresh pasta before? Alright, so you got a nice little well. Yep. You're going to add your 2 eggs. Ready? Go ahead.
Ready? Yep.
Excellent. Alright, you can make black pepper pappardelle too. You can add some black pepper. Good amount. You got to go a little overboard on the flavor because the flour is a great neutralizer of flavor. Alright, next up.
Enjoying this pasta?
Oh my god, can you tell?
Looks fun, right?
Oh yeah. It's related.
To this mound of flour, pepper, and salt. And egg, right?
2 eggs. 2 egg yolks.
2 egg yolks.
And then the whites.
And we're going to be using our hands in a few minutes for this.
How is it? Is that fun, Clover?
Use all day.
Alright, you want to keep getting more flour in that? There you go. Use the palm of your hand. So you press out. I have big hands, so I'm using 1 hand. Go back into the ball. Push out. Back into the ball. Small hands. That. Back into the ball. Using the front ball to push it out. And if it's not picking up any more flour, just break it all away. There you go. Wow, you look good over there. Kind of like a snowball. Alright. A little too much flour here. Now, once again, the idea is to stretch out gluten so you're kneading the dough. The palm of your hand into a ball out. Pappardelle ball that you just made, we're going to cut it into strips like that. For those of you who have the KitchenAid, I'm glad that at least one of you does. It has the attachment. You have it?
Yeah.
So you can make this very easily. So these machine jazz.
Just use all day.
And now we're going to build the Go ahead. Oh yeah, you got what up?
Again?
And
That's great. Over. That's one big piece of pasta.
I went to Italy for dinner. And I pizza and pasta.
Why?
Well,
Look at that.
I'll go back on this one. This one